Hey buddies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today, these days I haven't eaten McDonald's in a very, 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 very long time. I don't even think that with Corona, I think once since Corona's really started and we've been quarantining at home, yada, 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 that I've driven to the McDonald's drive-thru to get some food at night. I think it was just one time. So it's been a long time. With Uber Eats being a thing, I've been having everything else come to my doorstep and my groceries, all that stuff. I don't go out to eat food so much anymore. Just a little bit here and there, depending if they don't Uber Eats or they way too far. Nonetheless, I said all this to say that I haven't been to McDonald's in a long time, and I wonder if after watching this video, if I will ever go to a McDonald's ever again. I don't know what's going to happen, but it says True McDonald's Horror Story Animated. This is by Mort. Link for this video is in the description box below. I will have to say that this image right here looks like it's done very well, so I'm anticipating a really good animation, and I'm excited and scared to see what's in store. Link for this video, like I said, is down below. Let's get started. I hit things. I hit my mic almost every video. I wonder if you even know. Who?
I've been working at McDonald's now for over 5 years, and this is still my creepiest experience there.
You still working there?
This happened 2 years ago when I was 18. I had been working my first overnight shift on front counter.
Okay.
I usually work in the kitchen on overnights, so I had no interactions with any of the customers until then.
So this is like
I was working from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m., which is...
okay, because the McDonald's by me, there are a couple that have a 24-hour drive-through, but not a 24-hour indoor where you can sit inside. I think that it normally closes around like 9 or 10 inside, but you can drive through 24 hours. Let me know if you have a McDonald's near you that does have the dining room open 24 hours.
It's a usual overnight shift for us. Around 3 a.m. I was making some fries when I noticed a man standing there and trying to take pictures with his cell phone of me and my other female coworker, Rebecca.
That's weird. That's creepy.
I pointed it out to her, and she just rolled her eyes in annoyance and went to take an order in drive-thru, telling me it happened a lot.
Oh, really?
I was instantly uncomfortable. I wanted to tell the manager, but he was in the office doing his manager stuff, and I didn't want to bother him. I went over with what I felt was a nervous smile, and quickly did my usual greeting. Hello, what can I get for you? He just kind of looked at me and stayed quiet. He was about 5'8", white, early 20s, medium build with dark hair and brown eyes. An average man, I would say. But something about his piercing glare made me feel super uncomfortable.
Maybe also the fact that he's just staring.
A smile that sent shivers down my spine. I'll just have a coffee. Black, sweetie.
Okay.
He said. And I could instantly smell alcohol on his breath.
Oh, dear.
I nodded and told him the price before he pulled out a $5 bill and went to hand it to me, making sure our hands touched.
Gross.
I avoided his gaze and went to hand back his change when he winked at me. And went to go wait for his coffee.
Okay.
I went to go make it as fast as I could.
Because you have to bring it to him?
Just my luck, we were out of coffee on both the front counter and the drive-thru.
Really?
As we don't sell much through the night. I turned around and kept as little eye contact as I possibly could. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to brew you a fresh pot. Should only take about 3 minutes.
Okay, what do you say?
Don't worry, I don't mind.
Okay.
I have quite the view while I wait. He replied, shooting me a wink. I just smiled awkwardly and looked away. I had to make sure I didn't fall behind on my shift, so I began to set up the muffins on the display so we had them all ready for breakfast, which starts at 4 a.m. in Canada.
Oh, they're in Canada.
Susan,
okay.
I heard behind me, realizing it was the guy. I instantly tensed, wondering how he knew my name before I noticed I had my name tag on, and quietly cursed to myself. I turned around and looked at him. And he said, "What time are you stuck here until tonight, beautiful?" I instantly panicked as I didn't do well in these situations.
9 a.m.
7, I said nervously, which then the guy gave me a huge grin.
Oh, dear.
Oh, so you still have time before you're off, eh?
Oh, okay.
I nodded and noticed the coffee was done pouring.
Oh, thank goodness.
So I went over and made his coffee as he watched me with an intense stare.
Oh, dear.
I handed it to him before saying, "Have a nice night," earning me another wink.
Okay.
He then waved and said as he turned around, "I'll see you later, Susan." I watched as he walked out the door and tried to calm myself down. He doesn't actually know when I'm off, so I'm okay, I thought to myself.
Right, because she lied.
6 a.m. rolled around, and it was finally time to go. I still felt a little paranoid about the guy,
I wouldn't leave.
But I knew it was now in the past.
I would wait till
my coworker Chris was going to drop me off at home as we carpooled.
Okay.
So we got our stuff together and left.
Okay.
As we were heading to his car, I noticed a parked car with someone in it, and of course, it was the guy.
Waiting there?
I panicked and quickly told Chris that was the guy, as I had told him what happened not long ago.
Right.
He instantly brought me into his coat and did his best to keep me hidden as we walked quickly to his car.
You see how angry he looks?
He made sure no one followed the car, dropped me off, and watched as I went inside, telling me to stay safe.
Yeah. At least she was carpooling with him. I thanked him
before going into my house and going to bed.
Okay.
The next day, I went into work and got asked by my manager how I got home.
Okay.
I told them Chris gave me a ride.
Yeah.
My manager looked confused and said something that made my blood run cold.
What?
Oh, that's strange, because some guy was here looking for you just before 7. He said he was here to pick you up.
Oh my goodness.
I thought that the man's intentions weren't good. Just the way he looked at me and spoke to me.
So he waited and I guess he didn't see.
Confirmed it. Since then, I have refused to work front counter overnight shift.
That makes sense.
And we no longer wear our name tags overnight.
That's good. That's good. So, for that guy, so I guess the cloak thing worked, like where she said that the friend had her in a coat and like they got to his car. Apparently it works, because around 7, that one guy came around, was like, "Hey, I came to pick up Susan," or what is that her name? Susan, I believe. Excuse me. And take her home. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing that the coat thing worked and that she lied about the time that she gets off. She said like a later time, so that way he would, if there was any intention, you never want to tell them the truth, but you do have to say something in that state, because you want this conversation. You answer their questions, they leave. You don't want to be like, "Oh, I don't know what time I get off," because you don't want a further interaction with this person. You want to kind of make this as short as possible. So she was smart to say a different time from when she actually left. Very awesome that she was carpooling with somebody else, because if she was going by herself, and let's say she hadn't thought to cover herself, I wholeheartedly believe that man would have followed her home and found out where she lived and either stalked or tried to break in. I think that would be that's 100% where I would put my money if I had to bet on if he saw her, what he would do, right? So they did a lot of really smart things to protect her, which was really good. Only downside is that since he knows where she works, he knows her name, he could wait and possibly follow her another night, if he's really paying attention. But he was really drunk. Clearly, this was a one-night thing because it happened to her 2 years ago. It's been 2 years since that happened. So it was a one-night drunk man at McDonald's experience that happened. He was creepy as heck. I feel like your goal, yes, he's drunk, so that can explain a certain level, but the audacity you have to stand, ain't nobody else in here. It's not like he sneaking pictures, that kind of girl's a little cute. Let me take a picture from afar. No, he's standing in the middle of the dining room. There's no one else there taking pictures of these girls. This is freaking next level. What was messed up, though, is that the other girl was like, oh, okay, well, no, if it's just the two of them, the other girl has to take the order for the drive-thru. If there's a drive-thru person, it's not her fault that she had to go because it was her job, but it sucks that that's what happened, that she went to go take a drive-thru order, and now this girl is sitting here with this creepy old man. Or, well, age doesn't matter. He's a creepy man. But man, I'm happy that they got out. She got out. Animation-wise, it was done very, very well. The art style makes me think of Archer, of the show Archer, which I freaking love the show Archer. One of my favorite shows. But when I was watching this, I'm thinking of like Archer. So it would have been good if it was like a funny story, because then it would definitely played up for me because of the Archer similarities. But artwork aside, it was done very well. I love the glowing lights from like anything that had the Mickey D's, or even the glowing displays that were behind him that I'm trying to pick up. These are like the new where you can order from right there and you don't have to go to the front to order type of thing. So McDonald's was kind of on this contactless ordering before Corona. So I bet this has still been very successful for them after Corona has started. But yeah, this was a creepy behind story. I'm glad she's safe. Artwork was really good. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What did you think of the story? What did you think of the artwork? Let me know. If you like that video, check out the link in the description box below to support Mort. If you like this video, hug the like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.